motherfucking mics in front of your face. They ask you to rap, nigga.
Best freestyle home in Rochester. No other freestyle podcast better.
Spot in the rock where the raps never stop. Welcome back to Balanced Perspective.
Alright, yeah. Let's do it.
We back, Bobby.
5-7. NWB, the Bread Gang, Bread World Mafia shit, GOD Mafia shit. Look. Imagine you were here when Jesus resurrected straight from the dirt. The same feeling given since the day I stepped on the earth. Immortalized as greatest mortal live stepping for sure. I'm pride checking, finna take on the church. Big 5-7, Friday's block, stop the product, I ain't stretching the work. Got too much product for that debt to occur. Wait for the batch to finalize and take my time, I gotta measure it first. Can't oversaturate the game, it'll hurt. Our native language must be learned, on me you know it cause you came from the hood. I suit and tie trying to escape from the hood. They hit the ride and roll a fire, my sneakers sit inside the trunk so I'm good. See mama love or go post up in the hood. Or go post up in the like Triple K, I did so much for the hood. Still every day it ain't enough for the hood. That's why I run my radio or be in person chopping up with the hood. Cause you can say it ain't no love for the hood. Like look, I'm the embodiment of don't judge a book of stereotype. Business savvy, people person, not just a stereotype. The music good for certain crowds, but they never hearing you right. Warning signs, trying to share them, they staring into the hype. I've been staring into the mirror for over 100 nights. Taking trips like I got discounted over 100 flights. The high grade, it didn't get me away from the poltergeist that had us chillin'. Now I see every villain ain't overnights, they mean to handle business. Sometimes you gotta become the bad guy, the buddy. Get you no money, bring out a bad side. The handouts with no reciprocation. It a pastime, has a funny way of revealing who on they last strike. I'm thoroughbred. You niggas thoroughbred on the average bitch and get no ass from it to get mad at how I establish it. They scavenging, I pay no attention, and now they grab for it and wonder why I pay no now they fuck. Yeah. Hold up. Let me get that back. Let me get that back. Hold on. Let me get that back. Yeah. Yeah. Let me get that back. Look. I gotta catch that. Let me get that back. Now it's look. Now they bragging and I pay no attention, and now I bragging and they pay no attention, and now I said I'm bragging, now they pay no attention, and now I'm bragging and they pay no attention, and it's the excitement of the cat and mouse. Nigga ain't no Tom and Jerry. I seen big dogs turn cat, shit getting kinda scary. Never signed my soul to the game, but they still gotta hear me. Real OGs, they respect me, so I got them near me. Like look, the same day he came from the dirt, the same feeling given since the day I stepped on the earth. Immortalized his greatest mortal live stepping for sure. I'm pride checking, finna take him to church. Big 5-7, Friday's block, stop the product, I ain't stretching the work. Took my time and let it occur. I'm getting too hyped. Come on, run the next one, fuck it. Yeah, I get the drift though, man, that's my shit.
Hey yo, first of all, you was talking on that.
Good looks.
Yeah, I ain't expect you to talk. young man. But big 5-7, what that mean?
So 5-7 is the day I was born, May 7th. That's also like the significance of like my business. I have a business which is NosWorld/57ENT. That's really what I just push everything by. So Nosworld is me being in a world of my own. So I know y'all remember when the world trend first even started like years ago, and it was only brought up when people was dying. But nobody was doing it in the sense of like them being alive. So this would be like pre-Juice World, all that. You know what I mean? RP my guy Juice World, all that. But people was telling me like, yo, bro, you got to stop that. You foreshadowing your death and all that. And I'm like, nah, bro, like every day I'm in a world of my own. You know what I mean? I'm the only one who I feel like can truly understand me. I can move stuff and mold stuff the way that I want it. I'm the only one that could really like shift my world. You know what I mean? And control my energy, so on and so forth. So I made Nosworld 5-7 as just like a crest for myself. To walk through the battlefield to like good and evil, you know what I mean? Like to walk through the world every day, like on some, I recruit who I recruit my family, I build my peoples, I build my world. And the things, the energies, the souls, the different UFOs and all that, the different types of people and all that, I could include them or keep them out if I want to at my own leisure. You know what I mean? But you don't gotta be dead to have your own world type thing. So that's a big like symbolization of myself, and I also just put that in my music, you know, just to shout my shit out. And I was also born on a Sunday, so the 5th month, so the numbers 5 and 7 are God's divine numbers, and then born on a Sunday. I mean, that's just, y'all already know the Sunday. Y'all know what Sunday is, bro. That's God day. So, you know what I mean? That's 333 for me. You know what I mean? And I just started pushing that, and that just shows that God is always with me through everything that I do as well. And just my intentions behind my music. You know what I mean? Y'all hear that 5-7, y'all know for a fact that like what's coming behind that, the meaning that's about to come behind that. You know what I mean? The things that I'm about to say, shit like that. So yeah, for sure.
So speaking of the meaning, like we like to push images, not really images, but like push agendas. Mm-hmm. We like to push the effort and put in the effort. Mm-hmm. What message are you precisely putting out into what audience?
So I want people to be themselves and on some real shit. I know it may sound weird because people say you gotta find your audience, your core audience, shit like that. I feel like for everybody. You know what I mean? Like my mission is to change the world in a positive manner, to show people that you can be yourself and you don't have to be what anybody else wants you to be, and you don't have to do it negatively either. You know what I mean? Like I was one of the kids growing up, bro. I was getting picked on like crazy. Like going to school, bro, I never got the girls that I wanted to get, bro. Like I thought I could, and then I tried, and then I'm getting cooked, and now I look like a fiend because, all right, this one dubbed me, this one cute, I'm on her now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was getting toasted, bro. I had the neck braids. I was fat. I ain't had no Jordans. Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't fly. You know what I mean? I ain't start happening until like middle school and shit like that. So, like, going through that type of shit, then, you know, not even to go too personal, but home life. You know what I mean? Like, not saying home life was crazy. Shout out to my parents, because at the end of the day, they did what they had to do. You know what I mean? Always, and I will always commend them for that. But life is life. You know what I mean? We grew up how we grew up. And you mature at an early age for a reason. You know what I mean? You mature at an early age, going through certain experiences, learning certain things, and on some real shit, having parents that care about you, having people in your corner that care about you, even if certain people ain't gonna be there all the time, they ain't gonna be there every day, or they not giving you the answers you need, or they not giving you the attention you need, the energy you need. A lot of shit that I learned, and even how to be like a positive person, or how to move like with positive intentions and karma and things like that. Learning that, I learned from watching people do fucked up shit. You know what I mean? And it come back. Like, I learned from people showing me what not to do, type shit. So I always, you know what I mean, just move righteous type shit. And I never said I was perfect at all. I know there's certain people that could be like, yo, you know what I mean, that's an angry ass nigga, because that's something I've been working on, my anger. You know what I mean? Certain things, like just humanly shit. One
thing I can offer you, as far as like knowledge, when it comes to being a person who observes, you know, things that you shouldn't do based off what other people are doing. Mm-hmm. One thing, always keep in mind that we all human.
That's a fact.
So keep that equal state of mind.
That's a fact.
But 2, continue to seek knowledge.
Oh yeah.
Other places.
See, that's something I always say too, is like, you can be 80, 90 years old, bro, and you still gonna have shit to learn. You know what I mean? Like, you can never be too old to learn, bro. And I mean, who too young to learn? I've never even heard of that. So, you know what I mean? You always gonna have something to learn every day. And even when
learn from any age too.
That's a fact. And even when it comes to like going back to what I said when I said I learned what not to do, or I learned what to do from watching people like do fucked up shit and shit like that. So I speak on that more on a moral standpoint. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, what works for other people, man, I work for me, and what works for me, man, I work for other people. So in that sense, I don't judge nobody. You know what I mean? The advice, you take the good for the good, and you take the for what works for you. But when I say that, I mean more on a moral standpoint. Like, we all know right from wrong. Mm-hmm. We all know good and evil. We all know if you snake somebody, that's fucked up. Yeah. But if you pick somebody up when they down, you a real nigga. Yeah. You a real one. You know what I mean? For the real nigga, you a real one in general. Mm-hmm. So it be a lot of people that I see, and they don't always got to even be with people. It could be with themselves. Like, y'all, they let themselves go. They let themselves be lazy. They let themselves sit in the negative. They let themselves stay fucked up. You know what I mean? We all go through fucked up shit, drop tears, talk shit. We all like do that, but it's about how you get up and keep moving type shit. You know what I mean? So watching people like that, watching people who morally just wasn't on point, but then want to go try to preach, they being hypocrite, shit like that. Like me watching them preach and then shit coming back on them fucked up, and they really living fucked up lives. Like it's not like shit just happening to them. Like no, they really getting fucked up because they fucked up people. Like shit like that. Like I learned from that. You know what I mean? And then I take the good from the bad with the advice. And just like you said, you will never be too old to learn nothing. You know what I mean? You always gonna have to learn some. OGs, they gonna have to learn from the youth. Youth, they gonna have to learn from the OGs. So that's just hand in hand.
So I'm learning tonight. I'm learning something from both of y'all tonight.
Appreciate
it. Joe, you got a question for us?
I could ask one.
It's good, brother.
Now you got all these names. You know what I'm saying? You drop a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? You know, all these names.
All these A-lists.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
First, I want you to, talk about all your names and why you choose to do that. But also, I want you to talk about, I believe the name was Lil Swag.
See, he told me I was gonna get hit with some weird ass like questions and shit, and I wasn't expecting this. But then he came with this Lil Swag shit. And that's where shit, you know what I mean, the ball drops, you know what I mean? You can't get no more OG than that, man. So let's start with Lil Swag. Lil Swag was the first name. Actually Nosym was the first name. That's my government name, but we're gonna go rap name first. So Lil Swag, that was my first rap name. My dad, he was a rapper when he was younger. Shout out DO1, you know what I mean? Brian Tillman, if y'all know him. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all parents know him. He was one of the illest rappers of y'all time. We ain't even gonna get into that, but yeah, DO1, you know what I mean, my guy. He had me rapping, you know what I mean, and he had me out here. I was rapping since I was 3, but I first performed when I was 7 years old, rapping at the Peace Fest, main game, so rapping like being in contact with people like Speedy Harris, Beverly Jackson, like Diamond Duggs, bro. It was contests Diamond Duggs was throwing that there was nobody under 18 that could get in, but they was calling me to get in there. I was the only one at 9 years old in there ripping shit. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I was on some other shit. So Lil Swag was like the start of my career. Lil Swag was the start of me. And then it was like, I was little, but I had a lot of swag. You know what I mean? So it was like, bro, I'm popping out. Long ass chains, bro. Rockaware headed. This one Rockaware was still fucking crazy, bro. I'm Rockaware suit, Coogee down, bro. Coogee was so crazy, bro. I had Coogee crazy, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I was just popping out crazy, bro. So Lil Swag really fit the persona, you know what I mean? But then my mom and my dad split when I was like 10. And my dad being the one who like started me on music and shit like that, being like my manager and shit. Once he left the house, it was kind of like a music left, you know what I mean? And I took a little hiatus. I fucked around, wrote my first rap for real, and I rapped it for him, and he looked at me and he was like, "You don't need me no more." Like, so I'm like, "Fuck you mean I don't need you?" Like, what you mean I don't need you no more? Like, nah, I do need you heavily, but I thank him. You know what I mean? And he told me I was gonna say this too. He told me like, "You gonna thank me later," and I'm thanking you later, Dad. Here you go.
Make sure he tap in.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna show him. I'm thanking you later. Here you go. But real life, him letting me just like find my way and venture. You know what I mean? Like, and make new connections and rebrand, bro. My name was like No One Son's Your Man at first, because it's a flip on my name. My name is Nosym, so it's Nosym. And it spells my son backwards. So I have my dad's whole name, but then he put Nosym in front of it on some hip hop shit. So when people ask him, "Yo, what's your son's name?" Well, that's my son. You know what I mean? And he say his whole name type shit. So from him doing that, I just started mad name flips, bro. I was the name flipper out of all my friends, out of all my family, all that shit. I was the flipper. So I came up with No One Son's Your Man, and that wasn't really sticking for me at first. So I was like, fuck that. And then I just did Nosym, like with the dots and shit. So it still meant No One Son's Your Man, but I didn't spell that long ass shit out. And then I took the dots away and was like, fuck it, it's my real name anyway. Embody that.
You was spelling out nobody.
Yeah, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I was on some shit, bro. But okay. So there was a time, I can't remember. I think it was like 2012 and shit, because Chief Keef, all them came out, and everybody wanted to be a Santana or a Montana. I was Nas Santana. You know what I mean? My uncles and them always called me Nas anyway, so I ain't Nas. My name is Nosym. Where the fuck an A come from? Shit, I'm Noss. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, No double dollar sign. So that's what I started as with the Nas shit. I was No double dollar sign. And then took the dollar signs off. Shit was corny. Just Nas. And I started going by Nas Santana for a minute. That was my Facebook name. Then I started using it for the rap name because everybody knew Nas Santana, but they wasn't knowing Nosym. So I'm telling them to bump my shit. They searching Nas Santana, it's not coming up because it's coming up under Nosym.
So that's kind of the point I'm trying to get to. All these names, does it? I mean, you
they all coincide type shit. They all coincide, bro. I'm telling you, like, okay, so even the new ones, like Bruce Irvin, that's an inside joke. So Tekken, if y'all know Tekken Tag and all that shit, Bruce Irvin. Me and my brothers, they found a bunch of famous Bruces and they was like, yo, change your name on Facebook. So one of them is Brew Swain. Y'all know who that is. The other one is Brew Swillis. Y'all know who that is. Brew Spanner. Y'all know who that is. And then I chose Brew Serving. So
the name flipper.
You know what I mean? The name flipper. Yeah. And then you got Senor Cinco Siete, you know what I mean? Because I'm big 5'7", but that's 5'7" in Spanish because I'm Nas Santana. I'm also Spanish, you know what I mean? My alter ego is Spanish, bro. I'm Rican at heart, you know what I mean? So my alter ego is Rican, bro. I'm not even going to hold we mixed, bro. Like, I'm real life mixed with Bahamian, though, bro. I'm not going to hold. Like, that's real. That's not fake. I'm fake Rican, but I'm real Bahamian, bro. So, like, I don't know. It's mad backstories to it, but they all mean something, though.
Is it?
Like,
do you think? I'm gonna get real deep right here, right?
Pause.
Yeah. Pause. But what I'm saying, do you think all the names come from you being so young and your pops trying to create, well, not trying to create a character, but building you kind of as an entertainer, kind of a character? So like now you keep that creativeness
type shit, but I don't know. I think it's more like I'm starting to see me now. You know what I mean? Like I'm really starting to realize
find you out of the
who I am. Like, so y'all know that movie Split. The nigga had mad different personalities inside of him.
That's what I was getting.
Well, there's mad different Nosyms. You know what I mean? Like there's mad different versions of Nosym. Like, and all of them are different versions of me type shit.
Word.
They all coincide into one person. They all similar, but they all still their own entities type shit. It's different versions of me type shit. And I don't know, man. Like, will I make another name? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. I don't know. You know what I mean? But all in all, bro, they all equal up to one person who really is just dope, genuine, lovable, don't take no bullshit, but you know what I mean? I'm for my peoples at the end of the day, bro. I'm for my family, bro. I'm for me. Right. That shows how much I'm really about me too. All them bitches that said, "Oh, you need to love yourself," bitch. Would I have come up with 10 different versions of myself, 20 different versions of myself if I didn't love I was talking to myself, bitch. That's where all these different people came from. Cause me talking to myself, I was talking to Brew. You know what I mean? I was talking to Nas. I was talking to Senor Cinco Siete. You know what I mean? All at different times, bro. To my dogs.
Yeah, all jokes aside, I got a real question though.
What up?
Did you find a version of yourself that you actually love?
Nosym.
I respect it.
Shit, that's No One Sons Your Man. Nas is no other so similar. That's hand in hand. You know what I mean? That's shit. Without Nosym, it wouldn't be all them other motherfuckers. So, real life.
Respect. We're gonna get back to this music.
Yes, sir.
See what version we get on this beat.
Nas World EP4, side A, side B. Out right now, man. Y'all go ahead, get in tune with that shit. Feel me? All platforms, that shit from the heart. I produced every beat on that shit. Wrote every track, engineered every track, all that shit, man. Produced all that shit by me, you feel me? Yeah, man. We on this shit. Balanced perspective. I mean, balanced lows, all that shit, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. Y'all tap in with my guy Kai Onyx too, man. Y'all tap in with my guy Bravo, man. We in the building, you feel me? Shout out my daughter, shout out my wife in the building too. Gang on that squad shit, man. My guy Henny Dre behind the cam, you feel me? Whole gang in this bitch, we in here. Yeah, play this.
For all of my life, now I wanna be.
They gonna be mad at me when I do this verse. They probably heard this one a lot. I don't even care though, it's one of my favorite ones. And we gonna talk that T shit. We gonna let it rock though. Right now while it's playing, fuck it.
Yo, Bash, you been tripping on them hoes.
Show them no attention, they reaching to get it. Chase you for weeks till you give them pieces of things you ain't hear it. Speak all you want and I hear it, but it ain't phasing me none. Bullets are useless without the clip, shouldn't play with the gun. One in the head, step in this chamber, the safety come off. Personality mixed like I'm Ye with the melliest thoughts. Conversate with my hands, get the gloves when you ready to talk. Violations outline who you are, ready to talk. Dead situations down the river, I'm sending them off. Fishing for an opportunity, I've been hunting too long. Patience a virtue, cop the sig, then I wait for the bite. My phone been dead until I started working, they tugging the line. NWE, it ain't no team out here fucking with mine. Professor X, with time the shit I spit is gon' fuck up your mind. Explosive energy, they told y'all not to fuck with the minds and I dig deep. In time my craft, I got stuck trying to mine. Every time I pop out, they highlight they ducking the crime. Took a hiatus, they trying to rhyme, who really rapping though? Speak where they live and not talking fictions. Give us factuals, exactly why y'all bitches be meeting us with their backs exposed, ratchet hoes. I popped the shiv and I was sitting in the ratchet mode. Middle stick of rib, leave you sitting sick in the ratchet pose. People got no motion, no go, we don't interact with those. Big shit, used to the weight like we in Iraq with those. If you can't load a clip without buffering, you a HP. Head pussy, hard perpetrator, see it in HD, 4K, 1080p, I got a great seat. Front row laughing, just glad that you niggas ain't me. G.O.D. body, it's B.O.B. till I can't breathe. 5-7 Bread World Mafia, we don't say please, we take things. Break more records, get day-to-day cream. You watching from the side of reporting, but this ain't say cheese. Pussy, it's survival of the fittest. Revival of the 9, ain't no survival for a witness. Bitches line after line, heavy climb, total fitness, no decline in my mind. Wanna die, come and get it, bitches. Nas World, I ain't gotta scream that shit. It took one time, eat, sleep, dream, that's it. It took one time, eat, sleep, dream, that's Had to repeat it to show y'all how much I mean that shit. I got 16s for anything, just hand me the beat. Your favorite artist running shit, put the head on his feet. Take his tongue from out of his head and make the chain with his teeth. You niggas baby, tell him grow up, they ain't fucking with Seam. You got a foreign, leave her wedding, now she sliding with me. All that 5 of your niggas bumping, got them thinking it's sweet. I put a cap on your cavity, battle rapping ain't me. Steady attacking the gravity, you ain't blacking like me. I'm my own producer, self-engineer, and I black on my beats while beating rappers into their lungs in the asthma retreat. Niggas ain't gangster, they really front from the back of the street. And know me, that's my code D, he back with the heat. I came up like my dick sick, Magnum beast. My shooter with me, keep a glick, he put a Magnum squeeze. Can't read the signs, I have him put the magazine on the seat. Got him going crazy, these pussies running strack in the street. It's Santana, nigga. Yeah, big 5, nigga, I wasn't going out like that. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all tap in. And no SYM, all platforms, non-Santana, all platforms, and we going up. That's something you forgot out now, man. Paperchaser.com, that Nosym EP4 size A and B out right now. That No Obstacle Shall Yield Me on the way, man. Self-titled album, let's get it. Stop sleeping on that, man.
Stop sleeping on that. That's all I can say. That's all I need to be saying. Stop sleeping on that. Spotting the rock where the raps gonna stop. If it ain't no balance, respect it. If it ain't respect it, you dig?
One thing I wanna say too before we just ban this shit. All artists, man, I don't care if you rap, you sing, you make beats, you engineer, clean music, man, send that shit. 57bookings@gmail.com, I'll get y'all played on the radio. The number 5, IVE, the number 7, EVEN, bookings@gmail.com, man. Make sure y'all clip that, send me some clean music, I'll get y'all played every Sunday, 6 to 7 p.m. on the radio. 104.3 Wayo FM, where y'all can tap in, WAYOFM.org, man. Click listen live or watch and see us in the studio, for me. Make sure y'all tap in, man, we trying to unify a network always. 585, we up, man. What's up? I'm with it. I'm with it. Where the lighter at? I love this.
I got another beat for your ass too. You thought you was about to get away,
Bro,
You can't come in here talking like
What's
that.
up?
You can't
Now,
come
we
in here
still-
talking
Play
like
another
that.
one.
Cause one, we still need some time, but two, you just mentioned the radio stations. So I got a couple questions. They both deal with music. One, your creative process with music, since you create so much of it. And two, how has that changed since you sat in the radio seat when everybody got to bring you?
That's a great question.
So really, I gotta go through it to rap about it. Rapper, you know what I mean? It's probably why, like, even when I listen to my shit, I don't have songs where I'm really storytelling unless I'm storytelling about my life. It'd be hard for me to make up a story. It'd be hard for me to fake some shit. So really, it's just about how I'm feeling throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month. One of my main goals when I get on the microphone is always to teach. So even if it's a hype song that I'm doing, or it's a song where it sounds like I'm just throwing bars out, I'm sneaking messages in there where I'm still telling you to be yourself, unify, keep your family together, protect yourself though too, don't be no pussy. You don't need a gang to be gangster, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So really, I don't even think it's like a set process. You know what I mean? It's all about where my heart at, especially when I see what's going on around me as well. So even with saying like it gotta be shit that I go through, you know what I mean? Like it ain't really shit that I'm hearing about. Like even if I'm walking down the street and I see some shit, like I'm about to, if it impacted me, bro, or it had me like raising the hair or debate anything, like I'm about to make a song about that shit. You know what I mean? So really just where my heart be at the time. And also like I do any type of beat. So like sometimes y'all hear me say I make all my beats. I did all my beats on a project. Sometimes it's YouTube beats. Sometimes it's remixes. It's really about just how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? I'm versatile as fuck. That's also to show my versatility. But that goes back to the question you asked, where you asked about all the alter egos and all that shit. That shows my different sides, you know what I mean? All the different sides of me that could touch any beat type shit, and the type of flow that I do, the type of messages I leave on there, the way I blend with different artists when I get onto their projects and when they get onto my projects as well. So yeah, I feel like that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like it really just be where my heart be at type shit. And I sit down, I bust out probably like 3-4 tracks a day for like a week, 2 weeks, make a project or some shit like that. Then I focus on dropping the project, promoting the project, pushing the project, and I take a hiatus for a minute. I don't really record nothing. I just do mad music videos. Shout out my guy Bodega Films. We've been locked in so crazy, bro. That's my brother for real. Like we really been locked in heavy. We've been dropping so crazy. We just dropped that new Something You Forgot remix video on paperchaser.com. So it's really that season right now for me. Now that y'all say that, you know what I mean? To even bring up the process shit, that's funny because I'm in that phase right now. I just dropped a Mural EP4, fully produced by me, engineered by me. I did all my cover art, my promo, all that shit. Pushed that shit out. It was a side A, a side B. The side A was more on my boom bap, really talk to niggas, like lead them messages out, but like really to get back to my roots, where I started from. For y'all to really remember, like, bro, I'm not no fucking drill rapper. Stop calling me that. Like, for y'all to remember what I'm really doing this for. Like, I'm really doing this for all of us. You know what I mean? Doing this for myself and my family. But I'm doing this to really bring back some real shit to this music shit for everybody who, like, life is behind music, bro. Like, our passion is behind music. Music really saved our lives, you know what I mean? This motherfuckers out here taking this shit as a hobby and really playing around. Like, we just got into a whole debate on Facebook with that shit. Like, mad motherfuckers playing around, bro. They taking this shit not serious enough. You know what I mean? When this shit is all we had, bro. Y'all was good in sports. Y'all was good at being doctors and lawyers and all that shit. I was good at music. I wasn't good in no sports. I wasn't getting picked for no teams. None of that shit. Like, shit, bro. So really, it just be that, man. Like, where my heart at, where my mind at, bro. How I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like, If I'm feeling like Nas today, I'm about to make a Nas song. If I'm feeling like Nosym today, I'm gonna make a Nosym song. If I'm feeling like Brew today, I'm gonna make a Brew song. Like Cinco day, cause I got songs where I'm rapping in Spanish.
Word.
Like no cap, like I'll be rapping normal, then I flip it up a little bit, and then I go back to.
Words,
no, I'm actually, bro. I don't, and that's the thing about me too. Like I'm not these niggas out here that just be trying to say shit. No, I actually take the time to search the shit up before I put the shit in my song. Like even with the big words that I be using, because I'm very smart, but I want to make sure that I'm using the word correctly before I even put it in my shit, because I don't want nobody to be like, yo, that shit don't even make sense. Right, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? That's why people be saying like my shit's so complex, because I really take the time to craft my shit out. You know what I mean? Like down to the word, down to the very word. Like if I'm like, yo, I think this word mean this. Fuck that, I think. I'm about to go search it up and see what it mean. And then if I see the meaning, now I'm about to make a flip, not only out of the word, but the meaning, the synonym, everything I just saw on that shit. You know what I mean? So,
I mean, it's clear you're a versatile artist.
Yes, sir.
So it's kind of a question. It leads me into a question I always ask about the top 5. But, you know, it's not the normal, what is your top 5? It's what is your top 5 artists?
So
any genre, any type.
That's fire that you said that. And I saw when you asked Kai that, and it's kind of like bro said, it's like I'm a sponge. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really feel like I have a favorite or a top 5 or a go-to. Like, if I was to be real about it, I'd say first my dad. You know what I mean? Because, like, he the one who started me on this shit. He the one who brought me here. You know what I mean? But before my dad, God is the best artist of all. You know what I mean? He painted the picture of everybody's life, bro. Like, no cap. So
you won.
Like, I feel, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have it. Like, even when it comes to like top 5, we talk top 5 music and shit. I don't necessarily have a top 5. You know what I mean? Because I listen to so many artists, and then I make so much music in my head a day. I don't even be remembering my own shit all the time. You know what I mean? Like, as I was just rapping, I'm sitting here rapping my shit, but I'm remembering another song. So while I'm rapping this song, now I'm like, all right, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I listen to everybody. I give love to everybody. I show support to everybody. If that shit ass, that shit ass though. Like, that's just, we ain't playing on that. Like, we ain't about to sugarcoat shit. I'm tired of you ass motherfuckers coming over here saturating shit and getting us labeled for y'all assness. Like, we didn't okay that shit. We didn't accept that shit. We didn't approve of that shit to get put out. But that's a whole nother topic.
I'm about to go into that little.
We need that. We need that.
That's a little controversial topic though, right there. Cause I'm gonna ask I think is a controversial question.
Well,
being in radio, what you just said, when people email you songs, how many of them don't make it because it's like, nah, that's not on my radio.
never.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be real about that. Never. And the only reason I say never is because I always want to be able to be like, I gave somebody a shot. You know what I mean? I know what it feel like to not have that shot. And I'm real life. If I'm constantly going around talking about unity this, unity that, even everybody in this room, real life, I look at all y'all as my family. You know what I mean? Like, outside of all this podcast, music shit, all that, I really hit y'all up on some, yo, y'all good? Like, what's good with y'all? Like, music just bringing us together. Music is just a gateway to my family. Music is just a gateway to these connections and shit like that. So, even with some people who done send some ass shit, I done played they shit, and I let the people determine that that's ass. I'm not going to put my personal opinion on that right then and there on that, because first, that's embarrassing. Second of all, like, again, I want to give everybody a shot because some people could get better. And that's how you determine, too, like, who really in it for longevity, who really in it to be serious, and who not. Because I'll leave some little shit. I might say some little, like, subliminal shit, like, all right, this is it. Or they may hear the song one time, and then they don't hear the song for mad long. Like, mad long. Like, I'm not talking you don't hear it for a week. I'm talking you don't hear it
Ever again.
Bro, like, very rarely is that song getting played. You know what I mean? Like,
what happened to that one song?
But I noticed that even with the people that happens with, I don't have to tell them, because then they start coming up to me like, yo, I got some new music. Or, yo, that last shit I sent, I wasn't really feeling that. What's up? You need some new shit? You know what I mean? Some of them are send, some of them don't. And that's what I've been trying to work on with that shit too. I need more people to really send shit. They say they send shit and then they don't send shit. And that's another thing I noticed too about the towns. Since y'all want to fucking talk, let's talk. Bow. The objective of the radio show is for y'all to bring real substance, right? Y'all can't curse on the radio. Like, that will get my show cut off. This is on real radio airwaves. So I always like put emphasis on send me clean music, right? Why the fuck my Gmail ain't flooded? Well, all you motherfucking rappers and all these top 5 lists that you motherfuckers got and all this, oh, I'm the best here, I'm the best there. Why the fuck my Gmail not flooded? You niggas can't make clean music with substance. Let's start there. Then you niggas lazy as fuck because the niggas who can or the niggas who think they can won't go and get the shit cleaned up. Nigga, I run a radio show. I done shot my own videos. I'm a show host. Like, I actually come to your show and host that shit, then perform at that shit. I be walking around promoting my shit. I drop and promote my own shit. I'm my own manager on top of that. And I still clean my own music. I still put together mixes. I release whole projects by myself. Like, y'all niggas can't do the simplest thing of going to get clean music and sending that shit in. But y'all want all these top 5 lists and oh, I'm the best here and I'm the and I'm the. This shit weeding out who the real artist and who not. To me, because the real artists really putting in that groundwork to not only be heard, but they sending some shit with substance because they know, yo, I can't send nothing on the radio, it's going to cuss. I done had artists that send music that cuss. I turned they shit off or didn't play it. Them niggas send me some clean music the next day, immediately. Like, yo, I got you. You know what I mean? So it's all about who really want that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what I be trying to weed out when I play people's shit. Like, it ain't always about who asked to me. Even though I do get on that debate a lot because of what they doing to our shit, it ain't always about that to me when I'm running the radio. Because at the end of the day, I'm still trying to bring unity and shit to people. So
and like you said, it's opportunity. So people need to understand how unique that opportunity is.
Yeah.
Respect it too.
And it's free. It's fucking free. Like, I'm not charging nobody for that shit. I don't get paid for that shit. It's free.
It's literally low key illegal to charge y'all to play some shit. So.
Nah, dead ass. Dead ass. Like, bro, that's why I got into it though. Like, if I really, and that shows too why I'm in it. If I wanted to be in it for the money, for real, like, though I do want that money and all that shit. If I really was in it for just solely the money, I would have said, fuck that shit. What y'all mean y'all not paying me to be on the radio to da-da-da-da? No, bro, I hop in that bitch every Sunday. Sick and all. There's a couple Sundays I done miss because I done got sick. I'm human, nigga, don't judge me. But fuck, I'm in that bitch sick and all. I'm not going to hold you, like, because at the end of the day, bro, it's a bigger purpose, bro. It's a bigger message that we trying to do. And then, like, Rochester is so divided, bro, like, and I see, like, dreams, hopes, just gone, faith just gone. Nigga, I went back to my old school, bro, my elementary school. My brother went back as a counselor, like, on some tough shit. We both went to the same elementary school and shit. So I went up there to see him, to visit, chill for a minute. Bro, like, yo, it wasn't even no curriculum, bro. Like, there was nothing. Like, it felt like I walked into a motherfucking daycare. No cap.
Yeah, that's pretty much
like,
all it is, bro. We got to look at the teachers, bro. It started with the head.
You know what I mean? Like,
bro, you gotta keep it real.
That shit really be different, bro. So in any way, shape, or form that I can, like, change this shit, I mean, like, that's all it's about to me, bro.
And your impact really been felt, man. You got a mural. You on a mural.
That's love, yeah. And it's crazy too, even with that. Like, I talk about that a lot, but I don't at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I remember it's there. I drive by it, see it. I take my videos and shout that shit out. Like, yeah, that's fire, but I still know I got more work to do. You know what I mean? Even in my personal life, I know I still got mad shit to do. Like, I still got goals to achieve, accolades to do. I still feel like I got to get back out here more because I done laid the groundwork and I did mad shit. But I got to get back to doing it again. You know what I mean? And then I got a daughter on the way, bro. This my rainbow baby for real. Like, it's my second, but it's the first one that actually passed through. You know what I mean? So I'm really trying to change up shit different and be such, like, a big role model to her, bro. Like, to the point of where when she get older, she like, man, my dad was that nigga, bro. Like, my dad was a king, bro, like who really united other kings though and other kingdoms and other empires. Like I see what my dad was doing, and then she continues that shit, and my other kids continue that shit, and like, bro, it's a bigger purpose to all this shit. You know what I mean? Like we can all look at it like, yeah, we doing this shit for ourselves and all that, but I never ever in life, no matter, even if somebody did me wrong, like I still was on some shit like, bro, like it's all of us. You know what I mean, bro? I didn't do this shit for myself, bro. I didn't do this shit by myself. I didn't do this shit to enjoy all this shit by myself. Like, I did this shit to bring us all together. I did this shit so we could all have something, especially after I leave, Lord forbid. You know what I mean? It definitely ain't no time soon, but like, I did this shit for all of us. I will always do this shit for all of us. Me on that wall, me on that mural, it might be my face, but it's all of us on that shit. You know what I mean? Like, no cap. Shout out sis Taryn too, cause she on there too. Taryn Sunchild. You know what I mean? Y'all tap in with her. You know what I mean? Y'all tap in with sis, man. Y'all don't even know that's Jimmy Highsmith's daughter. You know what I mean? Don't play with her. You know what I mean? But real life though, like, it's about unification. You know what I mean? That's all it's about to me, bro. Like, and I'm on some Malcolm X shit with it. I used to be MLK with it. Y'all go tap into that Nas World EP for it, bro, because I got a song on there called Malcolm where I say that, you know what I mean? I tried the MLK route, and I see how that shit goes. So sometimes you got to turn into Malcolm X for your shit, you know what I mean? Like, and I'd rather fight, bro, going against the grain for positivity than to walk with the crowd and get my ass whooped by life because I'm following motherfuckers who don't understand the purpose. Now I'm trying to lead motherfuckers, bro, and I'm not trying to lead nobody, you know what I mean? The blind leading the blind. I'm trying to clear up our vision for real. So, yeah.
Hey, yo, I got another beat for you.
All right, let's see what's
ready?
up. Yeah. Yeah. 5-7 NWE the bread gang. Yeah. Shout out Nas, man. Nas on the Nas shit. Look. Let me see what I can do. Look. You'll never prosper with greed. We gotta get rid of lust. Steady consuming these trees. Liquors that cruise through the month. Heavy confusion proceeds. I ask you, what have you become? Don't like the person that's staring back through the glass when you drunk and back to the side when you sober. I'm getting mad cause you don't see what I'm harassing you over. Get off your ass, you a soldier. You got them traits from up off you. Don't put them back on your shoulders. Watch the reactions you give. You learn more on that when you're older. Trust me, it's heed you should take. I overwork myself by a mile and I see the mistake. Beating myself up for my shortcomings. I needed a break. That's how you get fucked in the brain. If all I got was love, I wasn't evolved, so I needed the hate. It's days you gon' need for the crime. Let it build up in your heart and soak. End up losing your mind. Gotta start using your spine. It's okay to let all the cry. Suicide's high. I'd rather you weep in my arm than to die. You stronger than you realize, and that's why I'm saying you gotta cry. It's what I keep telling myself. Wanna be rid of emotion, detriment sit in my health. Can't be a fighter for right, the logic ain't always the help. Sometimes it's keeping it quiet, others removing yourself. Just staying true to yourself. Do what you gotta do to ensure that you really need help. Never be selfish so much that you become greedy with wealth, but always be selfish enough that you can keep food on a shelf. From Santana, nigga. Yeah. We could all rule the world together, man. If we all just use this. For sure.
5-7. Man, with the raps never stop.